Hi guys, thank you for coming. I'm excited about this gathering because this will be the first time we are actually going to be doing something hands-on. So I just kind of want to introduce the topic first, and then you guys should be able to learn how to do it. Um, so here's our first educational gathering of 2017. And just a reminder, we're into our FY17 IGAP work plan, which began October 1st and will end September 30th, 2017. We have 4 components, which is to manage the environmental office, have our water quality monitoring. We're doing environmental research, which will be assessing Solomon's environment for the development of a renewable energy plan. And of course, we have pollution prevention, which is outreach and education, mainly on recycling, reducing, reusing. So thank you for wanting to expand your knowledge. If you were able to bring your utility bill, that would be great, just so that you can have kind of an idea of where it was and where it should be later after you learn some of these tools. And if you want to take any notes, please do. So let's assess our energy consumption at home. What in my home uses a significant amount of energy? We do, wash and dry our clothes, our lighting, freezers. Most of us do have those extra freezers, especially after hunting season, they're pretty full. Our refrigerator, that's always running. Our stoves, they use a lot of energy, or propane. Our heating bills, our dishwashers, and our electronics such as. Let's talk about the residential electricity rates in Alaska, which average 17.88 a kilowatt hour. It ranks the second in the nation. The average residential electricity rate of 17.88 in Alaska is 50% greater than the national average residential rate of 11.88. In Nome, the average electricity rate is 34.74 kilowatt hour. The average residential rate in Nome is 94% greater than the Alaska average rate of 1788. And the rate in Nome is 192.42% greater than the national average of 1188. So obviously in Nome, we're paying a lot for our electricity. So let's just calculate very quickly. An incandescent bulb, which is, the $1 or $2 light bulbs that you can buy. They're very cheap, but they are energy sucking light bulbs. So in Nome, they're average about 60 watts. Say you use your light an average of 6 hours a day. So you would multiply 60 watts by 6 hours. That comes to 360 watt hours, which equals 0.36 kilowatt hours times your electricity rate at 35 cents an hour. That equals annually $47.45 for one 60-watt light bulb. So when you buy that $2 light bulb, really you're paying about 50 bucks a year for that to run. And I'm only assuming that it could be 6 hours. In the winter months, we know that we have to use more lighting, so it could be more than 6 hours. In Anchorage, it was $17.10, just based on the lower cost of electricity that they pay for. An LED light, which is 80% efficiency gain over the incandescent bulb, and they use 50 watts less. They provide the same lighting, mind you. So in Nome, 50 watts times 6 hours equals 90 watt hours, which equals 0.09 kilowatt hours times your electricity rate at 35 cents. So annually, that is $11.82 that you would pay for that Same type of lighting for one light bulb. So the savings, Nome incandescent versus LED savings, you'd be saving $35.63. And I learned all these calculations in the Intro to Sustainability UAF course that I took. Just to highlight the savings again one more time. In Anchorage, they would be saving $12.83, FYI. So I just want to show you, I Googled like an average kind of inexpensive, I don't know, it's just an average refrigerator, and it gave me all the facts and details about this refrigerator. So the annual energy use would be about 296 kilowatts a year. So if you multiply that by the 35 cents you're paying in Nome, then you're probably spending $103.60 for your refrigerator to run. And this isn't Energy Star, FYI. So if you do want to go shop for a new refrigerator, please make sure it's Energy Star. Let's see. A traditional 2.5 gallon per minute shower head, let's say taking 25 showers that last 7 minutes each means that you will shower 175 minutes. By multiplying that by the gallons per minute flow rate, which is 2.5, you'll use about 437 gallons of water just on showering in 1 month. So 437 for a month, that's a lot of water you're using. And that's just one person. So in your household, you have 3 or 4 at least. Just for the record, 2.5 GPM is actually the EPA standard. Before the 1980s, the average shower head flow rate was about 5 gallons per minute, which that would 437 multiplied by 2. That's a lot of water. With the low flow shower head, they typically use, this is the average low flow, which is 1.5 gallon per minute. They have lower flows than that, but 1.5 is probably the most average low flow shower head. And using the same estimates as above, 175 minutes of showering will result in 262 gallons of water spent on showering versus 437. That's about reducing your water usage by 60%. So let's say your yearly water conservation with a low flow shower head, and imagine you're using that 175 minutes of showering per month, you come up with these figures. Traditional 2.5 gallon per minute shower head, you'll use 5,250 gallons of water on showering for 1 year. With a 1.5 low flow shower head, you'll use 3,150 gallons of water over the course of 1 year. We're just going to average about 2,000 gallons per year that you will save in water usage. And this is just for one person taking showers once most days of the month. If you take into account a multi-person household, families with kids, or households where showers are a must-do daily routine, you can imagine saving more than 2,000. So let's say in Sarah's family, she's saving 4,000 with her and her husband. Plus, she has Dylan, that's another 2,000 gallons. Plus, Jax, another 2,000 gallons. And then lastly, Lulu, another 2,000. So altogether, 10,000 gallons of water saved per year. Just saying. So let's talk about the faucet water use. It usually accounts for 15 to 18% of the overall water consumption inside the typical household of 4 people. The aerator is a screw-on tip for a faucet nozzle, and it restricts the maximum flow rate of the water from the faucet. This is what it looks like. And the main difference between a house that uses 9750 and 6600 gallons per year is the flow rate of installed faucet aerators. So it does actually provide a pretty big impact. So you can see the decrease from just installing one aerator. Moving forward, the 5 most toxic household cleaners, we have Lysol, the spray. I've seen a few of you use it. It's #1 offender. Then we have Mr. Clean, the Walmart Great Value all-purpose cleaner with bleach. Great Value, Greenworks, and Trader Joe's Next to Godliness multi-purpose cleaner. These were all rated the top 5 most toxic household cleaners in the nation. Let's talk about some of the side effects. So we have general systemic organ effects, skin irritation, allergies, damage, acute aquatic toxicity, developmental, reproductive effects, and damage to vision. Glycol butyl ether is linked to cancer, and that is in Mr. Clean. Petroleum gases damage DNA and are linked to cancer, which is in Lysol disinfectant. So you have 2 of those household products that could typically, it could cause cancer. We have digestive system effects, nervous system effects, blood-related effects, respiratory, damage to DNA. So let's learn how to make natural lip balm. And we're just trying to get rid of any toxic chemicals. Lip balm has been known to contain toxic chemicals. So here is a recipe for lip chap. These recipes will be handed out in your educational packages. So I just wanted to share this with you. And in your educational packages, you will also receive the ingredients you need to make it. We also have dish soap and all-purpose surface cleaner. So there's no reason you should be buying any of those toxic household cleaners for your home. Thank you for attending today, and your educational package should include 1 low-flow shower head, 2 to 3 faucet aerators, 1 beeswax bar, a small bag of borax, your choice of cocoa or mango butter, an empty spray bottle, and 4 lip balm containers. So have fun. And your homework, if you can, take some pictures of your finished products and post to the VOS Facebook page. Maybe you can even be creative and use these reducing methods and tools for a video and submit the video before January 15th for the contest. Thank you. Here are my references.